Welcome, Wrestling Warriors. You're tuned into Wrestle Watch Central, your daily dose of WWE. Hit that bell, and let's get started. SmackDown's holiday episode turned into a scene no one saw coming, mixing festive cheer with intense personal drama. What started as a lighthearted celebration with Joe Hendry bringing holiday props, music, and laughter to the ring quickly escalated into a battle of egos when The Miz stormed in. Miz wasn't there for laughs or seasonal fun. He came to demand respect, assert his authority, and stake his claim as the future of WWE. The contrast between Joe's playful, chaotic energy and Miz's serious, legacy-driven intensity created a gripping clash of personalities. Fans were left on the edge of their seats, unsure whether they were watching comedy, conflict, or a combination of both, making this holiday SmackDown episode unforgettable in its unpredictability. The festive arrival. The segment began with Joe's music hitting, signaling the arrival of a scene that immediately blended absurdity with spectacle. He entered not alone, but surrounded by Kira, Tawawa, Otis, a live bunny, and a group of women dressed in holiday-themed attire. The imagery created a surreal Christmas tableau, eliciting laughter, confusion, and curiosity from the audience. The crowd's reaction reflected the unexpected juxtaposition of wholesome holiday cheer against the usual intensity of WWE programming. This wasn't just comic relief, it was a carefully staged visual that set the tone for Joe's dominance over theatrical presentation. By establishing control over the arena's energy through humor, props, and personnel, Joe demonstrated that entertainment in WWE can be both chaotic and authoritative. Fans were instantly drawn into the absurdity, while sensing that this holiday fun could quickly turn into conflict. The meme turn moment. Once in the ring, Joe embraced the moment fully, performing the meme turn with a confident smile and grabbing the microphone to wish the WWE Universe a Merry Christmas. The crowd reacted immediately, caught between laughter and cheering for the festive surprise. Joe's delivery transformed a potentially simple gag into a statement of charisma and control, showing his ability to connect with the audience while keeping the segment lively and engaging. By using humor as a tool, he positioned himself as a figure capable of blending entertainment with authority, setting the stage for the conflict that would follow. This moment illustrates how WWE superstars can use personality, timing, and presentation to make even lighthearted content feel impactful, providing a foundation for the tension that would soon erupt. A holiday gift. Interrupted, Joe escalated the segment by announcing a holiday song for the WWE Universe, intending to further immerse fans in the festive spirit. The music began, creating anticipation for a playful performance that blurred the lines between showmanship and spectacle. However, the moment was instantly interrupted by the Miz's music, introducing immediate tension and disruption. Miz's arrival signaled that this segment was no longer just a festive celebration, it was a collision of ego and philosophy. The audience's mood shifted as confusion mixed with anticipation, reflecting the duality of WWE storytelling, where humor and drama coexist. This interruption served to heighten suspense, emphasizing that in WWE, even the lightest moments can quickly evolve into serious confrontations between superstars with differing objectives. Miz's challenge. The Miz wasted no time asserting himself, confronting Joe directly and shutting down the holiday-themed spectacle. He criticized the frivolity, emphasizing that WWE isn't a platform for jokes or gimmicks at his expense. His insistence on seriousness created a stark contrast to Joe's playful approach, immediately positioning the two as opposing forces. Miz's argument centered on respect, legacy, and the claim that he is the future of WWE, particularly in the absence of John Cena. By framing the conflict as a matter of leadership and professional recognition, Miz elevated what began as a comedic scene into a contest of credibility, authority, and influence over the WWE Universe. This pivot from humor to seriousness highlighted the narrative flexibility of SmackDown, blending performance with genuine character-driven tension. Joe's calm response. Unfazed by Miz's outburst, Joe responded with composure and confidence, turning Miz's anger into an opportunity for further engagement. He acknowledged Miz's frustration, but reframed the confrontation, suggesting that they complete the holiday song together to settle the conflict. Joe's ability to remain calm and playful in the face of aggression reinforced his charisma and audience appeal. By leveraging humor and poise, Joe maintained control over the segment while challenging Miz's ego directly. This exchange demonstrated the layered storytelling that WWE thrives on. Entertainment value, in-ring readiness, and character development converge, creating a dynamic interaction that appeals both emotionally and intellectually to fans invested in the personalities and ongoing narrative arcs. Miz demands respect. The tone shifted dramatically as Miz's anger escalated. He raised his hand to command silence, refusing to participate in Joe's holiday antics. Miz's monologue emphasized that his career has been defined by ridicule and that he is done being laughed at. He framed himself as a contender for leadership, asserting that WWE's future should be guided by him. This segment deepened his character by highlighting ambition, pride, and a desire for legacy. It wasn't merely a clash over a song, it was a philosophical and personal battle. Miz's intensity created contrast, tension, and anticipation, reminding the audience that WWE storytelling often hinges on the collision of personality-driven motives with situational humor, blending drama and entertainment seamlessly. The philosophical clash. The conflict between Joe and Miz became more than ego-driven. It was a battle of philosophies. Joe represents entertainment, audience engagement, and unpredictability, while Miz embodies control, legacy, and seriousness. Their interaction illustrated two approaches to authority in WWE, one built on charisma and inclusivity, the other on discipline and recognition. This philosophical clash enhanced the narrative depth of SmackDown, allowing fans to invest not just in a match, but in the ideological battle between performers. By blending these elements into a festive setting, WWE underscored its ability to merge spectacle with meaningful storytelling, using humor and conflict to explore character dimensions in ways that resonate long after the segment ends. Authority enters the scene. Just as tensions peaked, WWE Authority stepped in to formalize the conflict. Nick's appearance provided structure to the escalating chaos, announcing that Joe and Miz's upcoming match would be a Miracle on 34th Street fight. This official sanctioning raised the stakes, transforming a humorous holiday skirmish into a legitimate in-ring confrontation with high audience investment. Authority's intervention reinforced the balance of power within WWE narratives, demonstrating that while performers can create chaos, ultimate resolution often requires institutional validation. Fans immediately understood the stakes had shifted. The segment evolved from festive playfulness to a sanctioned battle, blending entertainment, storytelling, and athletic competition seamlessly. From humor to hard-hitting ego. The segment's progression from lightheartedness to high-stakes tension showcased WWE's capacity for tonal shifts. Joe's playful antics created laughter and engagement, but Miz's insistence on respect introduced conflict, culminating in the announcement of a high-risk match. The audience experienced a narrative arc within minutes, from amusement to anticipation and excitement. This structure reflects WWE's approach to layered storytelling. Humor, character development, and escalating stakes coexist, allowing for complex interactions that feel organic yet highly orchestrated. The dynamic between Joe and Miz highlighted the duality of WWE programming, where entertainment and ego collide to produce compelling television moments. Implications for WWE's future beyond the immediate match. The segment raised questions about leadership, influence, and creative direction in WWE. Miz's claim to be the future of the company contrasted sharply with Joe's philosophy of entertainment-first dominance, creating tension that could influence broader storylines. Fans were invited to consider which approach best represents WWE's direction, the charismatic and unpredictable, or the serious and legacy-driven. By blending humor, confrontation, and official sanctioning, WWE crafted a moment that resonates beyond a single segment, leaving audiences anticipating the outcome and its impact on subsequent storytelling arcs. Holiday chaos. Redefined. What began as a festive, playful segment evolved into a high-stakes ideological and physical showdown. Joe's humor, charisma, and control over the crowd collided with Miz's demand for respect, legacy, and authority. The announcement of a Miracle on 34th Street fight elevated the conflict to a formal battle, blending entertainment, ego, and athletic anticipation. This segment exemplified WWE's ability to combine spectacle, humor, and narrative tension in a single moment, making it memorable and impactful. Fans were left with laughter, suspense, and curiosity, reflecting the multifaceted storytelling that makes SmackDown compelling while highlighting the unpredictable collision of chaos and ego in professional wrestling.